Hello everyone, welcome to Ackerman Recap, and today we will explore an amazing world within the realm of anime.
Baki is training hard when Captain Citroidum comes to see him, and informs him of a shocking announcement recently discovered by the world's scientists. The front page of the newspaper he gave Baki was a picture of a grown man with the title man or monster on the top. Citroidum succinctly explains that this is a creature stronger than the T-Rex. He is at a mining site. The workers were digging a mine when they accidentally discovered a horrifying scene. Inside the ice they were about to excavate was the image of an oversized man fighting a tyrannosaur. Scientist Albert Payne feels grateful to the soldiers of the mines for helping him uncover something that could shake the world. However, Payne says he cannot make this public at the moment because it would obscure all modern theories. Scientist Albert Payne mentioned that, in 2000, Professor Joseph Bellin discovered extremely small drops of water and rock salt samples from 250 million years ago. After extracting and giving them nutrition, stimulation, and an ideal environment, these creatures have begun to proliferate again. Albert Payne suggests that for 250 million years, they have been waiting for perfect conditions, and it is the dense salt layer that has protected them from the aging of time. Theoretically, it's possible to bring this pickle back to life. Today is the 91st day of Professor Payne's Pickle Revival Project. Countless electrode wires were attached to Pickle's body. The starting temperature for life was adjusted appropriately. Trainee Arn was reading an adult book when he came up with the idea of sneaking T-Rex's meat and cooking it in a sauce. However, what he did not expect was that the smell of the dish woke Pickle's hungry stomach. Upon awakening from a 200 million year slumber, Pickle found the whole scene beside him extremely mysterious and strange. The lights were bright and the wires were running horizontally. However, only one thing was the familiar scent wafting from Alan's area. Alan was eating comfortably when he suddenly turned around, and his face quickly changed from normal to shocked when he saw Pickle looking at him. However, Pickle only took a few sniffs with his nose and then turned to leave. The stupid Alan didn't know that he had just been shackled by his grandparents, and even rummaged through the closet to take out a pistol and test fired a few times at Pickle.
What the hell?
Alan then runs to the freezer and unlocks the door for Pickle to meet the Tyrannosaur. He then called the police force and narrated everything. Albert Payne thinks a few police cars won't be enough to stop the prehistoric creature, but the sheriff doesn't care. It was not until Pickle broke the wall of the freezer with his bare hand that he called for military reinforcements. The army was very happy after being deployed, because it was an excellent opportunity for them to test a new weapon model that was still under development. When asked why Pickle kept sitting in the freezer and refused to go out, Albert thinks that he wants to protect his time from ours. Albert has just finished speaking when Pickle also rushes to attack the MPBM. MPBM had just used one of the Pickle's claws when he hit the metal armor plate with a single punch. The microcontroller was so scared that he pressed the arm rotation button and wished he could knock Pickle down. It was the MPBM that whirled in the air and was blown away. The captain realizes how weak the modern world is in the face of this mighty individual and decides to go alone to meet Pickle in person. He took off all his clothes and completely revealed his bare legs. For the first time since Pickle woke up, he saw eyes that were not hostile. I want to take you to a place where there will be people as strong as you. Although he could not understand the meaning of the words, Pickle understood the message and shook the captain's hand. Pickle was coming out of the school with a group of bodyguards around. The female reporter Izawa was about to rush into the interview when she was accidentally grabbed by Pickle's temple and fell to the ground. Then, this scene made everyone at the airport and the audience watching on the radio feel extremely scared. Loads of guns were pointed at Pickle, but he didn't care. While all of Japan was holding their breath, he fell asleep. According to the hypothesis of scientist Payne, more than 100 million years of dinosaurs spanning from the Jurassic to the Cretaceous period ended abruptly when the massive meteorite hit the Earth. It was that collision that made the whole Earth's climate change in an instant. In some places it was as hot as fire, and in other places it was freezing cold. The stable rock salt layer ultimately preserved Pickle and T-Rex's fight about the two individuals in that rock salt. One was too damaged to be revived, but the other, Pickle, was still intact. Regarding the Haneda Flight School reporter incident, scientist Payne feels extremely sorry for her, but he also wants most people to understand that Pickle comes from a period of 200 million years ago, where values around the morality to which they adhered means absolutely nothing to him. People at this time flocked to the military base, where the U.S. was stationed in Japan, and protested for the famous female reporter. Hanma Yujiro also came. He used his bare hands to gently cut the door and the main road to meet Pickle. Meanwhile, Retsukayo also successfully broke in. Ever since that news was broadcast, he had felt an urge to witness the mysterious incident. At this point, Retsukayo defeated the soldier after following for a while and discovered where they held Pickle. After sneaking in through the ventilation duct, Retsu met Shinogi Koso in Pickle's cell to his surprise. However, it wasn't just the two of them who were attracted to his wildness and wanted to come here to compete. Besides them, there are other people like Doppo, Jack, Mr. Goki, Kasumi, Jetsukayo. They were pondering over who would be the first to confront Pickle when they discovered that he was still sleeping soundly. After Jack kicked him in the leg of the tree where he was sleeping, Pickle opened his eyes and stepped out confidently in front of a group of modern-day gladiators. At this time, Hanma Yujiro also appeared and called them all the gangsters, too angry to be humiliated. The young karate fighter Kasumi launched a kick to attack Hanma Yujiro. However, he easily dodged it and even removed his thick rope. Yuujirou directly broke the tempered glass door and entered the cell without a key. Yuujirou tells Pickle that he doesn't understand his voice, but must understand the emotion of the words as well, as the eight of them gathered here to confront him. In an era when the strongest creature roamed the earth, he ate the strongest animal ever. Yuujirou was very interested in that and showed his fist to Pickle. At the moment when the two collided, a strange light suddenly flashed. At this time, in front of Pickle, the image of the Tyrannosaur was once again recreated. Pickle changed his attitude from amazement to encouragement. Yuujirou sensed Pickle's power and had to use a technique that caused Pickle to fall to the ground. The aftershocks from the collision caused the most powerful creature on the planet to sweat. At this time, the loudspeaker of the U.S. military force sounded to announce that they had sealed off the entire place. Commander Henry of the company of the 301st Battalion ran to Yuujirou and apologized for disturbing him while he was enjoying the party. However, since Pickle is humanity's great treasure, I hope Mr. Hanma will leave and let everything be fine. Yuujirou agrees on one condition: that they release all 8 other warriors. And so Hanma and 8 other warriors were taken to a location 10 kilometers from the U.S. military camp. However, there was still one more person out of the 8 people who had not been able to get in the car to leave this place.
Thank you for watching the video. If you find it interesting, please give me 1 like, 1 subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to receive the latest videos from me. Don't forget to leave your feedback in the comments to help me create even better content.